G'day, I'm Arion Light, and I want to take a few minutes to explore the masculine and feminine with you, and a weekend I've got coming up to really pattern those two aspects of us really deeply. So my passion is that we learn to work with this masculine and feminine energies, which are the two sort of aspects of who we are, in a really real and grounded way. Often we relate to those masculine and feminine energies from a sense of them being esoteric or spiritual concepts. But my passion is that we bring them out of that realm and bring them really powerfully into now, into an ability to work with them in our daily life. So very simply, the feminine aspect of who we are is our feeling. And very simply, the masculine aspect of who we are is our thought. And so this feeling and thought make up our human personality. And so if we can learn to move through our feeling, we can open to the divine feminine. If we can learn to move through our thought, we can open to the noble masculine. And so that working with the two of these is basically what it is to awaken to being the extraordinary creative human being that we are. And so I'd read about this stuff and explored this for years, but what happened to me was in the hardest time of my life, I broke open. And the pain and the suffering I was going through meant that I just couldn't hang on in my head anymore. And I broke open and I met both of these energies in their really raw form, and they sort of held me through the most difficult time of my life. And then I discovered that this wasn't just for me. This was actually something that was incredibly useful to others. And so I started seeing clients again after a period of being away for a few years, and found that at the source of so many seemingly different issues, relationships, money, self-esteem, business success, addictions, all of that, at the source of so many of them were a fundamental relationship with the masculine and feminine energy within, and a block, or somehow that energy was restricted. And so I began to work with people to not focus on the surface issues, but really go to the core and learn how to open into the feminine, open into the masculine. And I'm seeing extraordinary things happen, which is what leads me to the weekend. So with the masculine, when he gets restricted, what we experience in our sort of human life is a sense of diminishing of what's possible in our life. We might find ourselves lacking confidence or the penetrating commitment to stay true to our gifts and share who we are with the world. Or we might find ourselves getting swamped and knocked around by life and have a sense of there's no time to really take action on what matters or take care of ourselves even. And with the feminine, when the feminine is diminished in us, there can be a sort of deep, hidden almost sense of lack, like something's wrong, there's something that I need that I haven't got. Or even just an inability to really rest, to slow down, to let go of everything and just rest. And so what I've found working with people is that our natural birthright is to have, let's say, 1,000 litres of the feminine love moving through us, and 1,000 litres of the noble sort of truth moving through us, the noble power. And that if we're well patterned through our childhood and through our life, and we go through a series of initiations, then we get to a point where we can naturally work with those 1,000 by 1,000 litres of creative life force to shape our life, to love those people we care about, to get in action on what matters most. But what happens is through the imprints, through the inherited patterns of our mother and our father and other figures, we get a diminished flow of these two sort of energies through us. So what went from 1,000 litres might suddenly just become 100 or 50 litres of the natural noble masculine flowing through us, and the same with the feminine. And so the great news is that these channels can be cleared through initiation, through presence, through learning to open up to their fundamental sort of spirit in our body. We can scrub the pipes clean and come back to our natural state, which is that 1,000 litres of love flowing through us, 1,000 litres of power flowing through us. And then, and this is the really juicy bit, getting the possibility of what will I do with this 1,000 by 1,000 litres of creative energy? What will I create with my life? And so working with these energies is about increasing the fundamental amount of life that you have available to you to live your life. So if you resonate with that, if you feel something, then get in contact. Love to share more. If you're called to come and do the weekend, then come and join us. It's going to be an extraordinary weekend. Thanks for the moment with you. I really appreciate it.